In a significant turn of events, the United Kingdom's Defence Secretary, Ben Wallace, has tendered his resignation, signaling a notable shift in the leadership of the Ministry of Defence. Wallace's resignation was conveyed through a formal letter addressed to Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. Within the same communication, Wallace emphasized the importance of responsible spending in the realm of defence, cautioning against viewing it as an area open to arbitrary expenditures. Wallace, who had previously expressed his intention to step down from his post a month ago, cited a desire to explore fresh avenues as a driving factor behind his decision. After 4 years at the helm of the Ministry of Defence, he aims to retain his position as a Member of Parliament in the upcoming elections, aligning with his aspiration to embrace new opportunities. Renowned for his steadfast advocacy in favour of augmenting defence spending, Wallace had harboured ambitions of succeeding Jens Stoltenberg as the Secretary-General of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. However, these aspirations were thwarted as Stoltenberg's tenure received a 1-year extension. Wallace's resignation letter reiterated his unwavering plea to the government not to compromise the defence budget. He underscored the transformation the UK military has undergone during his stewardship, noting it as more modern, better funded, and more confident since he assumed office in 2019. With my tenure, the Ministry of Defence has embarked on a trajectory to regain its stature on the global stage, boasting exceptional individuals of international repute, he asserted. Recognizing our mutual agreement that we must not regress to a time when defence funding was subject to discretionary treatment and susceptible to reductions, Wallace's letter read. Prime Minister Sunak's response expressed admiration for Wallace's dedicated service over multiple years. Your contributions to the nation have spanned 3 of the most demanding government roles, including that of the Defence Secretary. I empathize entirely with your decision to step down after 8 years of fulfilling these ministerial responsibilities. According to a report by RT, it is anticipated that Sunak will unveil Wallace's successor imminently. Moreover, the subsequent developments in this transition encompass the appointment of Grant Shapps as the new Defence Secretary. Grant Shapps, a close confidant of Prime Minister Sunak, assumes this role subsequent to Wallace's resignation earlier in the day. The former energy chief's elevation to the post brings with it a significant change in the leadership of the Ministry of Defence. Shapps has previously held various cabinet positions, underscoring his familiarity with government operations. The forthcoming announcement of Shapps' successor in the capacity of Energy Secretary is anticipated to transpire later today. Wallace's legacy in the British military is marked by his resolute conviction that it is now more modern, better funded, and more confident than at the commencement of his tenure in 2019. His decision to step down is grounded in personal reasons, with a desire to redress the aspects of life that have been overlooked and to venture into unexplored prospects. Notably, he had even hinted at the possibility of working in a bar after concluding his government service. Wallace's name had been floated as a potential candidate to succeed Jens Stoltenberg as the next Secretary-General of NATO. However, this prospect faced a setback, reportedly due to the rejection of his candidacy by U.S. President Joe Biden. The speculation was rife that the American leader sought a candidate of higher stature, potentially a former head of state, to assume the position. Sunak's acceptance of Wallace's resignation underscored the latter's distinction and strategic foresight in serving the United Kingdom. The Prime Minister highlighted Wallace's efforts in supporting Ukraine against Russia and garnering global backing for Kiev. Wallace's staunch support for the Ukrainian government's cause was evident, with repeated expressions of confidence in its resilience against Russia. However, during the NATO summit in Lithuania held in July, Wallace urged Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky to express more gratitude toward foreign allies. In response, Zelensky released an 8-minute video address, thanking allies a total of 47 times, following Ukraine's denial of a roadmap to NATO accession during the high-profile event.
And I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always